BF Day proudly presents Mr. M's Math Class.
Hey guys, it's Mr. M here. And I know some of you just heard that Mini Middle School is being moved downstairs to the first floor, and so that's true. And I wanted to kind of give you guys a kind of what the room now looks like. And so I got rid of everything off the walls. That's where game station was. That's where teacher station was. And everything's gone. All the posters up there as well. I need to put the lights down and everything, but all that is gone. And I've been in this room now for 4 years, and it's a bummer, you know. And I know for some of you, it's a bummer to have to move, but it's kind of exciting for a new start. So 5th graders, when you go to Hamilton or go to middle school and you come back and visit, we'll be in the basement. So make sure to look for us there. But yeah, I miss you guys. Bye. Hi guys, so as you just saw, that was me in the classroom yesterday. We were getting your bags ready to go, and I figured that it'd be nice for you guys to see, since I found out from Ms. Noring that most of you didn't know that we were moving classrooms. So we're going to be in the basement. So I'm actually going to be in the classroom where the music room was this year, room 100. So it's a little sad, but I'm not leaving. We're just leaving the 3rd floor, so we'll be in the 1st floor now. So welcome to episode 23 of Mr. M's Math Class, which seems kind of crazy that we're on episode 23 already. In this episode, I'm just going to let you know that we have formally finished all the new content for 4th and 5th grade math. And so today I'm going to go over the answer to the challenge question, and then I'm also going to introduce a new game that is called Damalt Dice, where you'll need 3 dice, and then I'll show you an alternative if you don't have dice. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm not going to go over the whole agenda, but same thing we usually do. Here are pictures of you, silly picture of me from the last episode. So they didn't have too many pictures or silly pictures of me this time, which is fine. Thank you for those of you who did send them. Next up, we have our estimation 180, and this was provided to us by Athena. And her question is, how many pages are in The Hobbit? All right, so for the challenge of the week, I wanted to give something that was a little extra challenging for this week, or for last week, because the same group of kids got the same answer over and over again, so I wanted to give them an extra challenge, and I might have outdone myself because it was a little too hard maybe. So I'm going to teach you something called factorials, and factorials help us understand probability of something, of me choosing a number of objects from another set of objects. So for example, in last week's question with the pips, I wanted to figure out how many ways I can choose 5 objects, 5 pips from 9 boxes. And so factorials help us actually find all those possibilities. So to understand what factorials is, I'm going to show you an example here. So in middle school or high school, you'll learn about factorials, and this exclamation point means 4 factorial. And what that means is I am multiplying 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. If I had 5 factorial, I would be doing 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, I'm not a middle school or high school teacher, so this next part about how you get the answer for this one might not be very clear, so I apologize in advance if it doesn't make any sense. But one way to have solved this is to actually gone and try to figure out what are all the different ways, and some of you did try that, which I was very commendable, which is awesome. But just beware that is one way that you could have done this. For this particular question, what I'm doing is, so there are 9 boxes, And so I'm trying to figure out 9 factorial, but I don't have, I'm trying to figure out objects from that, right? So that's my kind of like all the combinations, 9 factorial, 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, right? So I'm going to divide that, and I'm going to show that division with a fraction symbol, because fractions are the same as division. So 9 factorial divided by, and I have 5 pips, so that's 5 factorial. And I'm going to multiply that by 9 minus 5 and factorial that. Now I'm going to do 9 minus 5. That gives me 4 because I have 4 empty spots inside of that box. Again, I try to understand this, but this is the best I can do to explain it. So what this ends up being, 9 factorial is 362,880 divided by, and 5 factorial times 4 factorial, since 9 minus 5 is 4, is 2,880. And 362,880 divided by 2,880 is 126. And 126 is the answer. And the only person, the only family that was able to figure this out was Fergus and his family. So really, really impressive, and good job on that. All right, so like I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, we're done with the formal content, and so I'm going to teach you a new game today, a new game on Friday, and then that'll be the last kind of like new stuff that I'll put out. A lot of you have been asking for a behind the scenes episode, and so next Tuesday, in a week from now, I will have a new behind the scenes episode, and then I'll announce the winner for the last challenge of the week. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'm going to show you an alternative for if you don't have dice. You will need 3 dice for this game. So I'm going to show you how you can do that if you don't have 3 dice at home. And then I'll change the angle of the camera, and then you'll see me play the game. All right, guys. So I wanted to really quickly show you something that if you don't have 3 dice, or if you don't have any dice at home, that you can very quickly and easily still have dice at home. So here I have pulled up Google, and I'm going to Google Dice. And you'll notice here that you get this cool little image, and regular dice is six-sided, and so I have 1 dice here already. So I'm going to click on 2 more, so I have a total of 3, because you're going to need 3 for this game. And then once you can just click roll, and then it'll give you 3 brand new numbers. And you can do this for any number of dice, which is actually pretty cool. So before I go over the rules, I kind of wanted to show you that first. All right, so we are going to play Demalt Dice. And like I said, you need 3 dice. And the game is rather simple. You roll 3 dice, and you get to combine 2 of the numbers together to form a 2-digit number, and then multiply it by the 3rd roll. So if you're playing by yourself, you're trying to get somewhere between 975 and 1025. It's better when you play with somebody else, though. So the first person to get between the range of 975 and 1025, and whoever has the highest amount in that range is the winner. So I'm going to get started and show you how this works. So I have a 5, a 4, and a 3. So I can decide what I want to do here. So I'm actually going to do this 43 times 5. And I can do this multiple ways. I'm going to try to show you a different way to multiply each one of these. I'm going to start off with the area model. I'm going to split up this 43 into 40 and 3, multiply by 5. 5 times 40 is 200, and 5 times 3 is 15. So for that roll, I got 215 points. All right, so that's the first round. All right, round 2. I got 5, 3, and 3. I'm going to do 33 times 5. And for this one, I'm going to do the standard algorithm. I'm going to do 5 times 3, that's 15. 5 times 30 is 15, plus 10 is 160, so that's 165 altogether. and I add up both my scores. 215 plus 165, 7, 8, and then 3. So I have 380. All right, so for my third round, I have 6, 4, and 2. And I'm going to do 42 times 6. And 42 times 6, I'm going to do kind of a combination of the standard algorithm and the area model, but I'm not going to draw the area model. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 40 is 240. That's a pretty good roll. And I get 252. And 252 plus the already 380 that I have. So far, I have 632. Ooh, I'm getting close. All right. And I have a 6, a 1, and a 4. So I'm going to do, I'm going to do 61 times 4. And I'm going to do the standard algorithm for 61 times 4. That's 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 6 is 240. So that's 244. Interesting. And I'm going to add that to that 632 that I already have. That's 6, 7, and 8. So I have 876. I'm getting pretty close to my range of 975 and 1025. And then I have 6, 3, and 2. Now, I know that if I get another like 200, I'm going to go over this 1025. So I kind of want to get a number that's kind of low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 36 times 2. 36 times 2. And 36 plus 36 is 72. And so I'm going to do 876 plus 72 is 8, 14, 948. Oh, like I'm not in that range yet, so I got to roll again. I got a 4, 2, I'm going to do my 6th roll. I'm going to do 64 times 2. And 64 plus 64 is, actually, you know what? I'm going to change it to 46 times 2. And that is 92? Yes, 92. And so I'm going to add 948 plus 92. That gives me 10. That's 14. And I get 1040. And I passed 1025. So that happens. You have to keep rolling. And then you subtract that score until you get somewhere between 975 and 1025. So it's kind of perfect that that happened. So I have 5, 3, and 4. So I'm going to do 45 times 3. And 45 times 3, that's 15, 12, 13, 135. So I'm going to subtract 1040. And I'm going to subtract that from, so I'm going to subtract 135 from 1040. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to roll again. So now that's 805, so I have to roll again. It gets a little challenging. So I have a 4, a 6, and a 1, and I have to try to get somewhere between 975 and 1025. So that's challenging, right? Let's do 16 times 4. And 16 times 4, that's 24. And that's 4, and that's 64. So I'm going to add 805 plus 64. 869, I have to roll again. So this is my, 7th, 8th, 9th roll. I have a 6, a 2, and a 3. Okay, I think I could do this here. Let's do... let's do 63 times 2. And I think I did that one already. Let me double check here. Nope, I did 36 times 2. 63 times 2, that would be, I'm just going to do 63 plus 63. That's 126. I add 126 to 869. I think I might have done it. 9 plus 6 is 15. That's 7 plus 2 is 9. 995. All right, let's see if you can get a higher number than 995. So that's in my range of 975 and 1025. Let's see if you can get that range, but get higher than 995. And again, when you're playing with somebody else, you're comparing them. If you want to play by yourself, you can compare to me and see if you can get better than me. Good luck. All right, on top of just playing Damalt Dice today, I'm going to ask for a extra challenge. Now, this is not mandatory, but I know some of you have become pretty skilled at making videos. And so here's my ask. For about 30 seconds, if you want to make a parody video of these math explorations, these math videos that I'm making. So you can pretend to be me, you can dress up like me, you can try to make your background like me, and then just do like a parody video of me. Send it in, and then I'll try to see if I can put it on either Friday or Tuesday's episode. So again, it's a parody video where you're pretending to be me. You could even sound like me. I wear hats all the time. I wear jerseys. You could do whatever you want to make it seem like you're pretending to be me in an episode. So if you want to do that, again, I would love it, and I'm sure your classmates would love it too. You're gonna have to put yourself out there a little bit, but I think it'd be really funny to see that. So that's your extra kind of challenge for this week. All right, guys, thank you for joining me in episode 23 of Mr. M's Math Class. One announcement that I do want to make is that this Saturday at 11 a.m., we are going to do a Black Lives Matter optional march on this Saturday at 11 a.m. So we're going to walk around the block of BF Day, and I'd love to see you there. I'm going to be there. And so we're going to keep, the 6 feet of social distance, and we're also going to be wearing masks. But it'd be great for you to show up. And then the fun run will be later on that day at 2 o'clock. But at 11 a.m., if you would like to come with your family and walk in solidarity around, that'd be really great. So here is the estimation 180 question answer, and I'll see you next time.